So explain this again one more time. This is a scene from Avatar 3?
This is Chat GPT continuing the story of Buffalo Bill auditioning and then continuing in his career of being in Avatar 3.
Gotcha.
Okay.
This first line is Bill's.
The big letters. I start there with the big letters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Big letters.
I brought a scene from Avatar 3, Mr. Cameron. Picture this. I'm wandering through the bioluminescent jungle, blending into the shadows, observing the Na'vi from afar. Suddenly, I come across Neytiri, played by a talented Zoe Saldana. A moment of vulnerability. Neytiri, my dear, you remind me of someone I knew once. They had the softest skin, perfect for my precious skin suits. Buffalo Bill chuckles ominously. Oh, yes. Lotion that helps keep the skin smooth. Would you like to feel it, Neytiri? It's so precious, so perfect.
James Cameron gives quick notes. Mr. Bill, let's try to stay on script and focus on the character's motivations in this scene.
Oh, yes, Mr. Cameron. Right, the scene. I'm here to bring my unique touch to the role. You see, the bioluminescent glow, I appear almost ethereal, a ghostly figure that sends shivers down the audience's spine.
James Cameron interrupts. Okay, that's good, but let's stick to the script and focus on the atmosphere of the scene.
Oh, but the atmosphere is everything, Mr. Cameron. The darkness, the mystery, the skin suits that I've so carefully crafted. They're an art form, really. I could share my knowledge with the Na'vi, show them how to create exquisite skin suits. Wouldn't that be fascinating?
James Cameron tries to steer back. Well, that's an interesting idea, but we should stick to the character's journey and development in this particular scene.
Of course, Mr. Cameron, but can't we explore the intricate relationship between skin and identity? It's so captivating, just like how Neytiri and I could bond over lotion or skincare rituals.
James Cameron sighs. Okay, let's try one more take, but please stay focused on the scene and the character.
Certainly, Mr. Cameron. I'll stay on script, but I must say, I make quite the impression in Avatar 3. My presence on the screen would be unforgettable. Just like my collection of skins. It puts the memorable moments on its audience, or else, oh, you know the rest.
James Cameron tries to maintain composure. Thank you, Mr. Bill. That was certainly a unique interpretation. We'll be in touch.
Well, thank you, Mr. Cameron. Remember, my talents go beyond the audition room. I can add an element of surprise and terror. I'll keep the audience captivated. Goodbye for now. Buffalo Bill walks away, leaving a lingering sense of unease in the room.
The galaxy emoji.
Galaxy. Yeah, is that Galaxy?
Now,
okay.
And now we skip forward to when filming has begun and Buffalo Bill has been cast in Avatar 3.
Okay. All right. I'm in that bioluminescent jungle, looking at Neytiri with an unsettling intensity. Neytiri, my dear.
Wait, where are you?
Do you want me to read the full thing?
Yeah.
As camera rolls, Buffalo Bill's character.
As filming for Avatar 3 begins, Buffalo Bill's presence on set is nothing short of eerie. During his first scene with his fellow castmates, he can't help but bring his own unique, unsettling energy to the set. As the camera rolls, As the cameras roll, Buffalo Bill's character emerges from the shadows of the bioluminescent jungle, and he gazes at Neytiri with an unsettling intensity. Neytiri, my dear, your skin is so smooth, flawless. I can't help but wonder what it would look like as part of my collection.
Zoe Saldana, in character as Neytiri, tries to stay focused. Our ways are different, and my skin stays where it belongs, on me.
The director, James Cameron, observes the scene with a mix of fascination and concern. He knows Buffalo Bill's portrayal is unconventional, but he believes it might add a level of unpredictability that could be captivating for the audience.
I suppose it's ominous when, you're just not expecting to see Buffalo Bill in Avatar, and there he is threatening Neytiri to make her skins.
Right.
Right.
As filming continues, Buffalo Bill's vague, ominous remarks and references to lotion and skin suits become a recurring theme. His fellow castmates, while professional, can't help but feel uneasy around him on set.
James Cameron pulls Buffalo Bill aside during a break. Mr. Bill, your performance is certainly unique, but let's try to stay more focused on the character's journey and the emotions in the scene.
I understand, Mr. Cameron, but you see, this character of mine, he's obsessed with perfection, just like I am with my skin suits. It's who I am. It's what drives me. Buffalo Bill replies, gazing off into the distance with an unsettling glint in his eyes.
James Cameron sighs, realizing that trying to completely redirect Buffalo Bill's approach might be futile. He decides to work with the situation, hoping to harness the actor's eccentricities for the film's benefit. I don't know who wants to do
Over
that.
time, Buffalo Bill's unconventional portrayal becomes a talking point among the crew and the press. The mystery surrounding his performance adds an aura of intrigue to the film, generating significant buzz and public interest. Zoe Saldana and the other cast members do their best to remain professional, adapting to the unpredictable energy on set. Despite the challenges, they manage to deliver impressive performances, creating a unique dynamic on screen. As production nears completion, James Cameron reflects on the decision to cast Buffalo Bill. While it has been a roller coaster experience, he recognizes that the actor's contribution has added an element of unpredictability and tension to the film that he couldn't have achieved otherwise. In the end, Avatar 3 is released, and audiences are both mesmerized and unnerved by Buffalo Bill's haunting portrayal. The film becomes a commercial success, praised for its immersive world-building and captivating performances. As for Buffalo Bill, his involvement in Avatar 3 brings him a new level of recognition and fame. He remains an enigmatic figure in the world of cinema, leaving behind a trail of fascination and discomfort wherever he goes.
I'm fascinated, but very discomforted.
All the while, the production may have faced challenges, and while the production may have faced challenges, it's undeniable that Buffalo Bill's impact on Avatar 3 was both unforgettable and chilling. We can just end it there, because it kind of just repeats, more scenes between Jake Sully and Neytiri and him, and wraps up again.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Good job.
Yeah.
I like how he's trying to rein him in. James Cameron's like, all right, I like your approach, but can we stick to the character? You're playing yourself. We don't want that. We want you to be like a Na'vi, right? And he's like,
yeah,
but I have my method. I love my skin suits, and we're like, yeah, that's cool and all. We're totally cool with that. We're chilling with that. Okay, but can you stay true to the character though? And he's like, well, here's why I won't do that, because I like killing people.
He's in
but
he's in his kimono and wig and stuff, and he comes out of the bioluminescent forest, and
he's all tucked and everything. He's like, here. It's like, all right, I like this. I like this approach, but can we please stick to the script?
I love when it references. It just says Zoe Saldana in character as Neytiri tries to stay focused.
Yeah, staying in character. I love that. No director in their right mind, even during the audition process, will be like, you're not sticking to the script at all, but we're still gonna hire you. It sounds like a perfect
You
cast.
as a person are so fascinating, yet so unnerving and disruptive. I have to hire you, but I don't know what to do with you.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that I can rein you in somehow, but I know you're not gonna. You're just gonna contradict everything I ask of you, right? Oh
Every
yeah.
time I give you a note, you're gonna just turn it around and make it about your skin suit, aren't you? Well, not every time.
Well,
We're gonna talk about lotion.
I just want to talk about lotion a little bit. Yeah, that's funny. I like that. There's that character trait of somebody in like a sci-fi fantasy. It's like they don't fit in that world, and they're just trying to talk about something
Right.
really unnerving. Like, oh, I just want to talk about skin. Like, what the fuck? It's like, no, we're in a bioluminescent jungle, guys. Buffalo Bill in anything is hilarious to me.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Like putting Buffalo Bill in like a kids movie would be the funniest thing. Like off the top of my head, just putting him in Baby Geniuses
Yeah.
would be hilarious.
I've never seen that.
You know of it though, like the name.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
It's about
him.
babies that are geniuses.
Yeah,
Essentially.
I mean, I've seen like short bits of it when it was on TBS or whatever, but I've never watched the whole thing.
Yeah,
But,
you don't
like,
need to.
What about him in like Little Giants, or him in
The Sandlot?
yeah. Hey, instead of a big dog on the other side of the fence, it's
It's just Buffalo.
Buffalo
He's
Bill.
just waiting there, and they're like, "We can't go over there. Why?
But
Buffalo
they hear
Bill's
him.
over there."
I hear you playing baseball.
And he's just standing there. He's just like in his backyard, standing there.
No, James Earl Jones still owns the house, still lives there, and still is like the former baseball player and everything. But he just has Buffalo Bill chained up in his junkyard
Yeah.
instead of a dog. That's how he protects his property.
Makes sense.
Guys, I can throw your ball back. You just gotta ask nicely. Maybe show me, show me what you look like under those little short shorts. Well, I want to see your skin. They're up in the treehouse telling like the ghost story about Buffalo Bill. I heard that this one time the FBI came to raid his place, but he ambushed them in night vision goggles.
Yeah,
Buried
night vision
him down in
goggles.
his well with a bunch of other victims that he skinned alive. Still haunted to this day, forever.
Yep, forever. And they stayed trapped down there.
Forever.
And they all,
Forever.
you get a good shot of the exterior.
Forever.
You get a good shot of the exterior of the clubhouse. So you just see like the exterior wall with the window in it, and they all peek their little heads over it to try and see over the fence, and they just see him standing in the moonlight.
He's like,
Lotion makes the skin so soft.
either that or he looks up in the dark and he sees like he has raccoon eyes, like the reflective
like
light eyes, and he's like,
Like a cat.
"Oh wait, aren't you a big fat Martian?"
You're quite a chubby little boy there, huh?
Oh wait,
Some good boots.
are you making s'mores?
Can you toss one down to me, guys? I haven't eaten in like a couple hours, and I'm just a little hungry.
I want to commission a painting of kids from a treehouse looking down, and Buffalo Bill's just like looking back up with those, light glinty eyes.
He's got his arms kind of like up and out to the sides, in the kind of like shrugging, almost pleading, just being like, "Come on,
Yeah, come on now, just do it.
Come on, guys. Come on.
I smell him down here. It smells so good."
I got your ball.
We can use an AI to like theoretically like make that like Mid-Journey or one of those other ones where they're more like paintings.
Yeah, we could.
Children in a treehouse, or like, is it nighttime in your mind?
Yeah, it's nighttime. It's like during their little
Two
camp
dibs
out.
on song title.
Is it nighttime in your mind?
Pretty dope. That's a
Well,
good song, dude.
Is
it nighttime in your mind?
Blink-182.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
My
just
Chemical
describe it
Romance.
Night, children in treehouse
Yeah.
with fence separating, and then man or like Buffalo Bill standing in a junkyard. I
Yeah,
don't know.
creepy man with glinty eyes staring back in darkness.
It's too bad that you
Does
can't.
he look like a fat person? No.
It's too bad that you can't like throw these kind of prompt ideas at like the Mid-Journey Discord and get them to get them to brainstorm this to find the best like phrasing and styles and
Yeah, the correct verbiage.
yeah, like
Verbiage.
they give them the idea and help them develop what the idea actually is to solidify that, but then let them just like you'd have people just generating and generating.
Yeah, like film, like wide angle, whatever low, low angle shot.
Low
Yeah.
angle of the dangle.
High
Or,
angle
or
shot.
you frame it so that the camera is placed like high up in the clubhouse, looking down and out the window, with all the kids like looking out too.
Yeah,
and
the
you see
kids are
like,
kids are
further-
making the frame like a
yeah,
kids like a Norman Rockwell kind of painting where it's like kids surrounding a window display.
in the foreground, and then you've got the Buffalo Bill in the background, standing in the.
Yeah, he's like in the center, like just with his glowing eyes looking back.
Guys, I'm peckish.
I can hear everything you're saying up there.
Maybe throw on some lotion while you're at it. Have it moisturized in a couple hours.
I'm getting pretty dry. It's a sand lot, you know. It's full of sand, so I'm pretty dry down
It's
here.
quite dry.
You boys must be pretty dry over there playing in the sand all day. Make sure you're moisturizing enough.
Yeah, stay hydrated and moisturized.